Hello, this is Mrs. Ross, and this is Lesson 52, Starred Problems. Lesson 52 starts on page 371 of your Saxon Course 2 book. I did a previous video on the practice set, so if you need to go find that, you can. This one's going to be about the starred problems. So here we go. Number 2 is a starred problem. It says compare 40 inches to 100 centimeters. And when it has one of these circles like this and it asks you to compare, it's looking for a greater than, less than, or equal to sign in this circle. And then it tells us what they want us to do. Use a unit multiplier to convert 40 inches to centimeters and then make the comparison. So we kind of have two steps. We have to convert and then compare. And we can write this unit multiplier as 1 inch over 1 inch is 2.54 centimeters, or 2.54 centimeters is 1 inch. Those are equal. It just depends on what you put on the top and what you put on the bottom. So using our given times our unit multiplier is equal to our answer. We are given 40 inches. We're going to figure out what our unit multiplier is here in just a second. We know it's a fraction of some kind. And we know we want our answer to be in centimeters, which means I want this to be centimeters. So I'll be using this one. Plug that in. This is going to cancel. Let's see. 40 times 2.54 gives me... I lost it. There we go. 101.6 centimeters. All right. Number 7. At its closest point, Pluto's orbit brings it approximately this many miles from the Sun. At its farthest point, Pluto is approximately this many miles from the Sun. Write the first distance in scientific notation and the second distance in words. Okay. So on this first distance, I'm going to put my decimal point right behind the first number that's not 0. So this is going to be 2.7563, because those are all non-zero numbers. There's no zeros in between other numbers. I don't have to put these zeros here. Times 10. Now let's see how far I had to move that decimal point. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Oh, just 9. So this is my answer to A. Let me change colors here. Okay. And the second distance I'm supposed to write in words. So let's see. This is 600,000, 539,600,000. This is 4 billion 539,600,000. Okay, next problem. Keep in mind you can always pause these, or you can skip one if you know how to do it. You have the power to go as fast or as slow, or watch as many times as you need to these videos. So, in 2002, the automotive industry spent more than 1.6 times 10 to the 10th dollars on advertising. The oil and gas industry spent 2.4 times 10 to the 8th dollars on advertising. So the second amount should be in words, and the first amount in standard form. Let me do the second amount since I have the green pen going here. So this is 2.4 times 10 to the 8th power. Okay, just like it looks. Let me go back to purple. And we're going to write this in standard form. What that means is that I'm going to move this decimal place, 10 places this direction. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Which means 1, 2, 3, put a comma there. 1, 2, 3, put a comma there, put a comma there. So that means I have 16. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. That's my answer. Okay. Complete the table. So again, every time I see one of these, I kind of tell you how we're going to do it. But to go from fraction to decimal, we divide. To go from decimal to percent, we multiply. And that's kind of a fancy way to, with this multiply by 100. To go from percent to decimal, we divide by 100. And to go from decimal to fraction, we use the place value. So we have the percent here. Let me go ahead and change my... So I have 250% or 250 per 100. So when I divide that, I get 2.5, which is going to be my decimal. So this is 2, and the 5 is in the tenths place, so 2 and 5/10. So I'm going to have to reduce that by dividing by 5, and I get 2 and 1/2 for A. Let me change the color again. Okay, so here I have 25% or 25 per 100. When I divide that, I get 0.25. You can do that on your calculator. And this is 25 hundredths, just like I have here. 25 hundredths. Let me divide by 25. I get 1/4. All right, we got one of these order of operations here, PEMDAS. Please excuse my dear Aunt Sally. We don't have either of those, but we don't have parentheses or exponents, but we have multiplication and we have division. So we're just going to carry this down. Nothing's going to happen to this first. 4 plus 4 times 4 is 16, and then I'm going to bring this subtraction down. 4 divided by 4 is 1. Now I can just go from left to right because I have addition and subtraction. So 4 plus 16 is 20 minus 1, which is 19. All right, let me change colors here. All right, so here I have 4.8 minus 0.24 divided by 0.2 times 0.6. So if we PEMDAS this, we're going to do our multiplication at the bottom first. So let's do 4.8 minus 0.24 over 0.2 times 0.6 is 0.12. And then so we know what we're dividing, we actually have to do this operation. So 4.8 minus 0.24 is, I'm going to sneeze. Oh, no, I'm not. Okay. 4.56 over 0.12. Now I can divide this. And I get 38. Okay. Let's do this one. All right, so first thing I'm going to do with 23 is I'm going to add. I'm just going to go ahead and add everything, and then I'll reduce it here in a minute after I'm done adding. So let's see. We have 3 plus 8 is 5, 85 seconds. 5 plus 3 is 8. 4 plus 5 is 9. And then I have 5 plus 2 is 7. Okay, so let's change colors. And I know that there are 60 seconds in a minute, so I'm going to subtract out a minute. Oops, don't know what I did. Subtract out a minute, which gives me 25 seconds. I'm going to add 1 minute here. So I have 99 minutes, 7 hours. Okay, let me change colors again. So my seconds are fine. Oh, I lost my little, there we go. Now I know that there are 60 minutes in an hour, so let me subtract out an hour. I get 39 minutes. I'm going to bring this down because it's just hanging out. And I'm going to add 1 hour. 8 hours. So this is my answer, 8 hours, 39 minutes, 25 seconds. Okay, let's see what we have here. 0.8 times 1.25 times 10 to the 6th. So 10 to the 6th is going to be 1, or with 6 zeros. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So times 1.25 times 0.8. So I'm going to go ahead and plug that into my calculator. 0.8 times 1.25 times, and I get 1 million. Okay. 0.8 times 1.25. Yeah, that's because that's 1. So this is going to be 1 million, which is 10 to the 6th, because this is 1. Okay. Next color. Let's see if I can. Green. Okay. So here I'm going to plug in A and B. We have A times B plus A divided by B. So we have A is 4, B is 5, plus A is 4. Oh, 0.5. Let me erase that. Eraser. Let me go back. Pen. So this is going to be 0.5. 4 divided by 0.5. So then if I PEMDAS this, I'm going to have to do the multiplication first. So 4 times 0.5 is 2. This is kind of coming straight down here. Plus 4 divided by 0.5 is 8. So I get 10 for the whole thing. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and erase this so we can see 29. Okay, it says convert 1.4 meters to centimeters, and I have my conversion here. Some of you are going to be able to just move the decimal. Others are going to need to use the given times the unit multiplier is equal to the answer. So I have 1 meter is equal to 100 centimeters, or 100 centimeters is equal to 1 meter. Excuse me, I'm given 1.4 meters. This is where my unit multiplier is going to be. And I know that my answer needs to be in centimeters, so I know that centimeters needs to be in the top here. What happened? There we go. So I'm going to use this one. My meters are going to cancel, and I get 140 centimeters. Okay. Let's see if I can erase any of that. All right, last question. The students in a class of 30 were asked to name their favorite sport. 12 said football. So 30 total. 12 said football. 10 said basketball. 8, oh, we can't use, basketball. Baseball. If a student is selected at random, what is the probability of the student's favorite sport being basketball? So this is how we show that. Probability of basketball is going to be the number of kids that like basketball over the total. It says write the probability as a reduced fraction and a decimal number rounded to 2 decimal places. So let's see. I have 10 over 30. When I reduce that, that's 1/3. When I divide that out to get a decimal, it's 1.333 repeating, which if I round is going to be equal to 0.33.